we inherit more than just genetics. We inherit expectations, traditions, and often, the unspoken demand to uphold a very specific version of truth. Today, we're going to dissect the moment a daughter's autonomy collided with her grandmother's deep-seated fears, and the mother caught right in the crossfire. I'm not angry at the system, I'm disappointed in the excuses we make for hurting the people we claim to love, all in the name of saving them. Alicia and her daughter, Jasmine, had already navigated a monumental shift. Jasmine, who was raised Catholic, chose atheism. The process between them was a masterclass in maternal grace. It involved pain, lots of discussion, adjustment, and ultimately, a new, profound respect. Their bond wasn't broken. It was evolved. The real test didn't come in their private world, but within the extended family. Jasmine went to visit her devout Latina grandmother, Rosa, and decided to offer honesty. She explained that she would not be attending church, but she would happily wait to spend time with her grandmother right after the service. It was meant to be a boundary, not a rejection. But for Rosa, this wasn't a simple choice. It was a spiritual catastrophe. Her response wasn't gentle persuasion. It was psychological warfare. She weaponized fear and damnation against her own grandchild, calling her soulless and claiming she was influenced by evil spirits, all while invoking images of hell. She tried to force Jasmine to go to church. Overwhelmed, Jasmine chose flight. This is where Alicia found herself in an impossible position. The protector in her was activated. She called her own mother, Rosa, seeking accountability for how Jasmine had been treated. Instead, Alicia was branded a terrible parent. The insults against her child escalated. Rosa's love, in that moment, was revealed to be terrifyingly conditional. Alicia, not an embrace. And then came the incendiary retort from Alicia. I'd rather burn for all eternity if grandparents like you were in heaven. This wasn't just a defense. It was a theological rejection. It was a declaration that the moral character of heaven's inhabitants matters more than simply gaining admission. This case forces us to autopsy two very different kinds of love. Rosa's love is possessive. It says, I love the version of you that I need you to be. Alicia's love is liberatory. It says, I love the person you are, even when who you are surprises me. Alicia's sin, in her mother's eyes, wasn't poor parenting. It was ceding control. She allowed Jasmine's soul to be its own sovereign territory. Her final, heated words weren't just spoken in anger. They were the logical endpoint of that philosophy, a preference for a righteous exile over a tyrannical paradise. So, was Alicia wrong? Did her emotional flashfire ruin a family relationship? Or did she simply hold up a mirror to a love that was already broken by its own rigid conditions? Here's a moral judgment to think about. If heaven requires us to silence the authentic selves of our loved ones to gain entry, what have we truly saved? Alicia didn't end that call with an insult. She ended it with a moral calculation. And she chose her daughter's present peace over a future paradise that demanded her pretense. The docket is now yours. What's the ruling? Deliver your verdict in the comments below. For more profound dissections of the wars between legacy and liberty, make sure you subscribe.